Welcome to this video. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and as we know, the finale of Peaky Blinders Season 6 aired a couple of days ago, so why not revisit all the things that happened during this season? Here is Peaky Blinders Season 6 recap. Thank you so much for watching, and let's begin. Following his Tommy failed suicide attempt, he received a call from the IRA agent, Captain Swing, who takes credit for foiling the attempted assassination of Oswald Mosley. He returned the bodies of Barney Thompson, Averama Gold, and Polly Shelby, who were also killed during the assassination attempt. The entire Shelby family gathered for Polly's funeral, with Michael swearing revenge on Thomas for his role in Polly's death. In 1933, Thomas, now alcohol-free, set up a meeting with estranged Michael and business associates of Jack Nelson, a South Boston gang leader and uncle of Gina Gray. Following unsuccessful talks to re-enter into business, Thomas lands Michael in prison for possession of opium. Meanwhile, back in Small Heat, Arthur's drug addiction continued to spiral following Polly's death. Later, Thomas is phoned by Lizzie, who announced she and the children cannot travel to Canada due to Ruby's sudden illness. Believing her sickness is a message and gypsy related, Tommy decides to return to Britain. Tommy, still a Labour MP, returned to the United Kingdom and is informed Ruby is recovering. He has a seizure in the Shelby bathroom, and Lizzie urged him to see a doctor, but he refuses. After Jack Nelson expressed interest to meet the fascists, Tommy sees an opportunity in an alliance with Captain Swing. He visits Alfie L. Solomon and announces the death of Charlie Solomon, Alfie's uncle, at the hands of the Nelson gang. After a tense meeting with Mosley and Diana Mitford, Tommy meets Nelson and agrees to feed information about England's political goings to his gang in exchange for opium. As Ruby falls sick with consumption and treated with gold, Tommy goes in search for the source of the curse that he believes has been laid upon his family, and eventually reunites with Esme, the widow of his late brother John. Ada takes over Tommy's role in Birmingham and meets with Oswald Mosley and his mistress Diana, Jack Nelson, and Gina. Meanwhile, Arthur heads to Liverpool to confront Hayden Stagg, but ends up being belittled as Stagg further confronts Arthur about the state of his own mental health. Tommy discovered that the person who gave the curse of fire that once belonged to his late wife, Grace, who died after Tommy gifted it to her, had a daughter that died at the age of 7, prompting Tommy to believe that this was the woman who had cursed Ruby in revenge. Tommy returns to Birmingham and goes straight to the hospital. His wife Lizzie meets him at the entrance to tell him that the gold salt treatment did not work and that Ruby had died. As the Shelby family mourns, Tommy enacts revenge as he murders the family of the woman who cursed his daughter. Distraught and grieved, Tommy ignores a letter from his personal doctor as his relationship with Lizzie strains even further. It is targeted by Nazis, and Arthur's addiction continues to spiral. The meeting between Captain Swing of the IRA, also Mosley and Diana Mitford, Jack Nelson, and Tommy takes place. Jack agrees to let Tommy trade opium in Boston as he gains information from Mosley about the political future of England, and agrees with Captain Swing that the Irish working class cannot be turned. Tommy finally meets with his doctor and is told that due to coming in contact with his daughter while she was ill, he has developed tuberculosis, and that he has between 1 year and 18 months left to live. The episode ends with Tommy talking to his late Aunt Polly, asking her to give him the time he needs to do what he must do. Tommy deals with the Chinese business that got Arthur hooked in opium while walking into their shop, taking their remaining drugs and throwing them into the canal with a bomb. He introduced his newly found son Duke at a family meeting to Lizzie's disliking. Linda returns wanting to help Arthur redeem himself once and for all, while Arthur himself kills a rogue referee who won't take their brides. Billy Gray is threatened by Jack Nelson and becomes his informant so that eventually he can give Arthur to him. Tommy sleeps with Lady Diana Mitford as a payment for Diana's cause. Eventually, she arrives at the Shelby family home with Oswald and tells Lizzie that her husband was disloyal to her in an act purely devised to split her and Tommy away from each other, with mostly believing that Tommy deserved better if he is to move in the world. Finally, Michael meets with a priest in prison and is told that he can leave if he answers a question. Michael says that he has consulted his mother from the beyond the grave and says that he's going to kill Thomas Shelby. Now in the finale, Michael is released from prison, swearing revenge on Tommy. Lizzie finally leaves Tommy after the discovery about him and Diana, with Tommy giving permission for her to take Charles with her. Tommy sets the rest of the Peaky Blinders to dismantle his house and give false information to the informant Billy to lure the IRA into a trap. They interrogate Billy, and Duke eventually kills him, with Finn being unable to carry out the order himself and therefore cut from the business entirely. The IRA falls into a trap and go to kill Arthur at the garrison, Charlie and Jeremiah, only to be captured by him. After a shootout in Garrison Lane, Captain Swing and the other IRA assassinations are killed, avenging the death of Polly. On making an island, Michael meets Tommy. His gang had to put a bomb with a timer of 30 minutes in the car, which Tommy says alone after the meeting. But Johnny Dogs has switched the bomb into another car, which explodes and kills all of Michael's associates. Tommy confronts and chooses Michael and fulfills what Aunt Polly had predicted. With all his business complete, Tommy says his goodbye to his family, with none of them knowing apart from Arthur that he had tuberculosis. 1 month later, in an unknown location, Tommy prepares to shoot himself, but he sees a vision of Ruby, his late daughter, who tells him that he's not ill. And then he's drawn to a picture in a burnt newspaper of his personal doctor, pictured with Oswald Mosley. Realizing his doctor had given him a false diagnosis, Tommy goes to kill him, but in the end decides to spare his life. After returning, Tommy watches a man set his wagon alight and all his remaining possessions burn. He gets onto his horse and rides off into the hills. And that is a full season of Peaky Blinders Season 6. What are your thoughts? Leave in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, one.